A warm welcome to all of you in today's session, which is on honesty skills. Today I'm going to talk to you about the edge of the hero principle, which I spoke about like in the previous video. EDGE stands for honesty skills. These skills require parents to be honest and speak the truth about their own feelings and perceptions with their children. But always we have to intend that we want to help the children while speaking. This has to be the ground rule. We use these skills to give our children feedback while communicating, and also we can use them to get some sensitive topics out on the table and discuss with them and talk with them, and to come to a win-win situation where both of us are sharing our views and accepting each other's views as child and as a parent. So do you know, speaking the truth isn't always easy. It requires self-awareness and personal control. And so, in other words, a willingness to make what I feel on the inside has to match what I say and do on the outside. And so it requires us to be very compassionate with our child, so that our child doesn't get hurt with what we are saying. And we must also ensure that we are able to express our feelings and with our children with so much honesty that they learn to become mature and they learn the same. So simply just acting, reacting and ignoring the emotions is not the way. So when we create learning experiences for our children, sometimes we need to take a little bit time to make sure that our heart is, what is our heart saying and how do we say it, pausing it and then just getting present, aware. How do we do it? So the first one is that our children, what they need from us is that they become more aware, and also we help them to learn to understand their own emotions. We are able to help our children to become problem solvers, and they learn to cooperate and really be with people as emotional beings. And the second goal of this honesty can be important to honor and take care of ourselves as parents. See, we honor children as we practice creating safe space and trusting conditions and all empathy skills I spoke about. Similarly, our honor is also important as we practice on the honesty skills. Because these skills, speaking the truth, we use the skills to express our own feelings, and so we set boundaries and also teach our children how to treat us. This is so very important. Children need to be taught to be concerned about other people. After all, they are beginning this life, and mostly the life begins very self-centeredly. The baby cries, we are feeding the baby, the diaper gets wet and the baby cries, we change the diaper. It all becomes around the comfort. So the first thing, this is the human training which has happened. So we as parents cater to every small needs of the children. If you will see, when he or she cries, that you are there to comfort her, to be with her in the small. So when they want something, the child is always very self-centered, because this is the learning. In the early years, the child continue to be quite self-centered and demanding. Unless we teach the child other ways, also have needs and feelings and point of views which are different from theirs. Not necessarily it can be same. But by exercising honesty skills in the right way, we are teaching our child to respect and cooperate, rather than always just getting their own way. Now I will be telling you 5 specific honesty skills. You can make a note right now, which you can use to strengthen your child's behavior and even your need as a parent. So the first one you can write is disclosing. Disclosing is getting our thoughts and feelings into open, and so open that our child or other people don't have to guess or don't have to assume or be in dark what is going inside us. So it is like disclosing is like sharing information that they may not be readily observing, or it is not knowable to them or others, but which is very important for us to share with them, because this is the essence of the relationship. Disclosure can be positive. For example, I say my heart is full of gratitude towards you. Or it can be negative also by saying I'm so irritated, I'm so frustrated, what happened right now. Or you are making whatever. It can be negative and positive both. The purpose isn't to control others. It does help us to establish boundary and help to communicate what is okay and what is not okay for us. It is so important. It's providing information that helps expand our children's awareness and help them develop empathy for others and learn to bet and learn to better cooperate. Know how, or know that you know what is impacting them. So disclosure can be very simple also. Statements like this is what I am feeling right now, or this is what my point of view is, or this is what I believe, or by this is what is important to me here as I share with you. Here's how I see this situation, and here's how this situation affects me. These are all examples of disclosing statements. Good disclosing, by the way, is a message. So very okay message rather than a blaming message. That means that we take ownership. We take ownership of our perceptions and our feelings. We don't put the cause on somebody or something else or the situation or somebody. Rather than saying that you are making me angry, I will say that I say that I feel mad when such things happen around me, or I see such things. I feel angry, or I feel very sad when this behavior happens around me. The second honesty skills you can write now is care, caregiving, and frank feedback to our children about behavior that we either outside we see of awareness or we see harmful, then we are interfering as parents. So the first skill, which was the honesty skill, means that the first honesty is disclosure by revealing what our inner experience is. And the second honesty skill, care funding, is to give any information about our children's behavior to them, like giving them a critical feedback or doing a crucial conversation in the positively, rightfully, so that they can alter, reshape their perception or behavior with our help and not being offended or made wrong. So this is the way they grow with us. So when we care and we give feedback to make our children aware of the consequences and choices they are making, such messages must always be delivered with respect and care. Never when you are so upset that we can't communicate in a respectful way or we are reacting. Now the third honesty skill is reproving. And the fourth honesty skill is negotiating agreements or coming off like to a win-win situation when both of you as a child and a parent in the middle of a conflict you win. And finally, the fifth honesty skill is harnessing harmful behavior, which is bringing a child face to face with negative consequences of his behavior, his or her behavior, and helping them to make better choices. So my coming up sessions would be discussing this third, fourth and fifth honesty skill. Thank you so much that you are like making notes, listening here, working on parenting, because parenting as a skill is a skill. If you work only on one problem, tomorrow there can be another problem. But if you work on this as a skill, you will master parenting. Like you will know when, what you are supposed to do, and it becomes your like the default pattern change which happens in you for the good of your child and for the good of your relationship with your child. Thank you so much. So this is Dr. Nahid Khan saying thanks to you, and see you in the next lesson.